Producing a show is only half the job. This is the other half. Trailers, sizzle reels, posters, artwork for every platform I distributed on. I produced and edited every one of these myself. I designed every poster in Canva. I even figured out platform programming for my own Roku channel. When I started filming Beyond the Usual as a travel show, nobody warned me about any of this extra work. So I'm doing it for you today. Hi friends, we're rewatching my very first travel show, a show I self-produced from start to finish 10 years ago. I had a distribution deal and put it on Amazon Prime Video, but I never put it here on YouTube. So that's what we're doing now. Welcome to the rewatch. Well, we've finished going through the 11 destinations of season 1. So let's talk about the elements you need to market the show. I'm breaking this into 3 videos because each one is its own world. Today, let's talk about the sizzle reel. And to keep you on the hook, next we'll talk about posters and key art. And then finally, we'll go to distribution. How do you get a show on Amazon Prime Video or Roku or the different streaming platforms there are today? It's everything that I wish somebody would have warned me in advance, but I got your back. We're gonna do it right now. Okay, so let's start. Let's roll up our sleeves. Let's talk about the sizzle reel. What is that exactly and why do you need it? Well, the sizzle reel is how you get people to know about what the show is. You can make it after all of the episodes are completed. It's also similar to a trailer. From an editor's perspective, there isn't a very large difference. Both are short pieces meant to excite and inform audiences. The principal difference is between the content and intent of the video. So a trailer is typical. If you've seen a movie, you've probably seen a trailer for that. A trailer will be a video cut together to show you bits and pieces of that movie, a documentary or a show. Its main purpose is to get you to come back and watch. A sizzle reel does that, but takes that concept for a specific audience. A sizzle is mostly directed for the audience of a publisher or a potential client or a potential investor. Basically, it's the visual pitch. So you can see, for my purpose, I used the sizzle in both forms. Also a trailer, also commercials. And the length of a sizzle can be anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute to anywhere about less than 2 minutes. You don't want it to go longer than that. And you want essentially to produce it to sell the show as a concept, not to summarize the episode. So you don't want it to be a summary of, in episode 1, we go here, episode 2, we go here. That's not the strategy and that's not the format. Industry standard now is even tighter. For online use, anything that lives on social media or a public website, keep it under 90 seconds. You will lose people's attention and they will scroll. They make decisions in 5 to 10 seconds. So your opening hook has to actually land immediately. For an in-person pitch or to a network executive or distributor, you can stretch it to 2 minutes, but only because that audience is already sitting in front of you with a reason to watch. The general rule is it's always better to make it shorter and leave people wanting more than to make it too long and to lose them. We do not have time to get bored. So once I had the sizzle, it served also as a trailer. I posted it on IMDB. I used it to announce the launch of the show. It was in pitch pages for sponsors and brands, and also shared it with tourism boards and PR, put it on social media, basically anywhere someone needed to understand what Beyond the Usual was. I had this visual tool to show them and to show them that it was real and that this show was real. A sizzle reel is proof of life. It's a thing that says, I'm not just pitching you a concept, I'm pitching you a working production with a host, a tone, a look, a plan, a vision, a clear point of view. Before the sizzle, you just have to present a deck and hope that somebody believes in the concept that you are trying to present. Now, by the time season 2 came around, I had a visceral reaction to the pain and frustration, the overthinking it took to make one. So I looked through the archives and I actually didn't make one. I made commercials. We redid the intro. We redid the poster art. Never got around to making a new full-on commercial or sizzle reel. Part of the reason was that I didn't need it anymore because I had distribution. There wasn't an ask for it. If there wasn't ask for it, then I would have made one. Now, I've dreamed of having someone put together it for me, hiring an editor. But in the end, it actually was just easier for me to do it myself because I was the closest one, the only one tied to this project. So rather than creating a script and a shot sheet and hiring the editor and going back and forth with edits and them only 70% understanding the vision, it was easier to do it myself. I didn't end up outsourcing the sizzle reel. Most of you might find yourself in this position too, because the vision is yours. Thousands of decisions about what represents the show was mine. And if I hired an editor, I'd spend about 80% of the time on it anyways. The other strategy I used was to study other creators, channels and trailers and their sizzle reels. Honestly, it was the white girls, the fairy fantasy of the whimsical travel creator. I saw that worked and got attention for them. And I knew I could do a version of it, but it had to be my way because I wasn't a white whimsical travel creator. So with my voice, I kind of reverse engineered what worked to make it my own. You will probably edit your own sizzle reel even if you don't want to. Plan for that. The time investment is the real cost, not the money. In fact, sizzle reels are essential, and now is the best and easiest time to make one. Our production company, Dream Network Media, actually has an easy, quick course to help you map out sizzle reels without the overwhelm. Basically, it's a blueprint that you can use every time we use it, and now we're sharing it with you. Don't be like I was with the overthinking and the wasting of the time and the procrastinating, making this project of creating a trailer / sizzle reel bigger than it needs to be. The link is in the description if you're interested and see if that course is for you. It's quick and easy to get through. Okay, so let's look at the trailers for season 1. I pulled them all up. It is a minute 25, just under 90 seconds.
Come along with me.
Most people just take vacations.
Just took a seaplane.
Kangaroo and alligator!
But not me. I'm Davy Sutton.
Guys, check this out. There's a view of Old Jerusalem right behind me.
And I'm an explorer. A lover of culture and history. A fun seeker. Adventurer. Tying all of these things together.
So this is the former headquarters of the Syrian army.
To completely immerse in the country, city, or village. A traveler looking for beyond the usual.
All right, so that was the sizzle reel for season 1, but actually looking at some of the clips, it previewed season 2. When I'm looking in archive, it looks like I only made one sizzle and trailer. And you can just see it was a combination of clips, nat pops, nat sots. And this sizzle reel served as the series trailer. It also was the commercial. It also was the show open. And then we just clipped down the very end for the short show open. So I made a few commercials. Let's look at them. This one starts with join the adventure at 15 seconds. All right, I think the purpose of that was I was going to add some dollars for promotion on the different streaming platforms, possibly even Facebook. So this was a short promo. This is the season 2 intro. Yeah, that's how we start season 2. This is a promo number 2 with the first intro.
Sunrise was 9:06, sunset 3:12. So there goes the sun.
But keep on going because you've just discovered Winterland.
Not just Winterland, Winterland.
Now, American palates will struggle with Norwegian food. Red fish, rotting fish, pickled fish, and that's just the fish. Wait until I tell you about the moose.
This is moose. Around Christmas, they have what's called smalahove, which is a sheep's head. And so it's the bone and everything. Yeah, so you get a head on your plate.
In my life, I've had 3 run-ins with police officers where I've had guns drawn on me. But only one of those was America. The other 2 were Europe.
You can also participate in the torch lighting ceremony as part of the Peace Prize events.
Yeah, so it looks like I'm just doing these sneak peeks and promos. Not sure the use case of that. We have the Beyond the Usual teaser 1, 38 seconds. Does this show look fun?
Come along with me. Most people just take vacations,
Hi guys, I'm in Athens, Greece.
Kangaroo and alligator.
but not me. I'm Davy Sutton, and I'm an explorer,
I think this was the first version of the Sizzle.
a fun seeker, a traveler looking for
Yeah, it
beyond.
has the old graphics too. 2016. Wow. A lot of work put into this. Here is a Beyond the Usual commercial, 54 seconds.
Welcome to Anagata!
Hilton Head is a town with a lot of history.
All right, so one thing I want to point out is that it's not just a montage of or a collection of clips in a random order. You are storytelling. You need to lead them on a journey. The journey doesn't have to be the same exact journey that the bigger picture shows, like whether it's a documentary or a series. It doesn't have to string together that. It just has to be its own story that makes sense in itself. Otherwise, it's just a random montage of situations. But this is even the mindset you should take when you are making vlogs, random day in the life vlogs. Even if it's just showing a bunch of clips of mundane, there is a story to be told, because the overall story is that this is the mundane life of whoever you are watching. So keep that in mind when you are making the trailer. See if we got through all these examples. We did. And again, we break this down even more clear. This is just the teaser of that. And again, we break this all down in the Sizzle Reels course. It's really quick and easy, down and dirty, no frills, just the information you need to know that will help you build out a blueprint, so that when it's time for you to make these teasers and trailers and sample commercials, whether they are to make an ad campaign for social media like Facebook or Instagram, or the bigger picture for your bigger production, this will unlock all that frustration and overwhelm. So if you're interested, you can check it out. But next time, I'm walking you through posters and key art, the still images that become the face of the show on every platform you distribute it on. Hey, there's a reason Netflix changes their posters constantly, and that reason matters for anyone trying to get their show seen. See you in the next one.